Here we go. A little beach cheeky workout. Oh, for the glutes, for the back body, for the posterior chain. So clear a little space. Lay on down. Give yourself a moment to rest into whatever the surface is below you. The floor, the earth, the sand. Spread through the toes, ground through your heels, and let's begin. Imprint, curl, roll your hips up high, and then roll the pelvis on down. And do that again, this time sequentially peeling yourself a little higher, and then lower down. You want to wake up the whole body from the inside out. This time, lift to the highest point, and we add on. Dip your hips down and press back up. Lower to a hover and resist high. So you got this low and high action, repeating over and over again. Digging into the heels, imagining a ball squeezing in between your knees or inner thighs. And check in with the spine and the ribs. And as you roll down, notice if there's more space now. Let's do it again. Imprint, roll and curl up. And a little faster. Down and up, low, down. And press. Each time you lift to the highest point, really squeeze through the glutes, waking, warming and connecting. Fly the arms up overhead. So notice as the arms are up, it requires more connection to the core. So let's circle the arms up, back and around, maintaining stillness through the low body, this isometric work. And just simply connect to the breath as you move. Arms overhead, and let's lift one leg at a time, like you're walking the legs. Once again, call in deep core connection, steadiness from the inside. And try that again. Exhale to lift and lift, picking up the pace, up and up. Very mindful and intentional with how and where you place the foot back down. Hold that first leg up and add single leg dips. So dip down, press up, low and high. And each time, squeeze at the top. We got 8 of those. Here's the last one. Hold and lower and switch. Steady yourself, connect the core, and then dip-de-doo, down and up. Inhale, exhale, connect. Synchronize, synthesize. Lower the foot down, take a deep breath in, and reverse the arm circles while maintaining this hip bridge. Keep the hips high, core active, ribs soft. Lower the arms down, roll the spine down, and then send the legs a little further away from the body. Walk the feet together. And this time, instead of rolling the spine up, just simply lift the hips high and lower down. The range of motion may feel smaller, but visualize the back of your legs squeezing up into the glutes, especially here as the pace picks up. Go down and up. Down and up. And as you move the hips, lift the arms, glide overhead. Inhale, exhale, steady yourself. And call back in those circles. 3. Breathing deeply. 2. Arms overhead, back to walking the legs. So this time with the stance a little wider, intentionally placing the feet beside each other as you lower them. Think of elongating or lengthening the muscles as you work them. Pick up the pace, pick the leg up and up and up. On this last one, leave the legs still in space and add the single leg dips. So really starting to feel this now in the individual sides of the glutes, right side, left side, powering up, strengthening. Once you've completed 8, switch to the other side. Imagining a little point in space you want to hit each time, like a marker. And finish that last one up nice and high. Lower the foot down, take a deep breath in, and repeat the circles, this time in the other direction. Squeeze the inner thighs, hug the knees in. Feel the vibration through the midline of you. Lower the arms down and roll the spine down. Hug the knees into your chest. Give a little rock and roll for the back, stirring anything that may have surfaced. And then we keep going. This time, set the feet wide, wider than your hips, wider than your body, opening the arms out to the sides. And as we keep moving, the fascinating thing about moving with intention, asking us to deepen our awareness, is that we won't be pulled by distraction. Because the truth is, there is distraction all around us in everyday life. So once you've done 3 hip rolls, add some hip dips. Dip and lift. Inhale, exhale. And as you dip your hips down and up, stay in the experience that you are creating and crafting inside of your body. Lift the hips to the highest point and then change the shape. Knock your knees in and open them wide. Knock in and out. And at this point, you want to really get that sense of the outer leg. All of the systems of the glutes working together as one. Let's put these shapes together. Knock the knees, dip your hips, lift the hips, and open the knees. You got this dip-de-doo once again. Finding a rhythm, connecting to your own beat. You want to keep that breath fluid. Inhale, exhale. 3, 2, and on the 1, hold up, add little pulses. Pulse the knees back and back. Everything staying steady and strong. Just pull the knees wider in space. 3 and 2. On the 1, hold, pause, take a deep breath in and roll the spine down, down, down. Let's repeat that action. Imprint, curl, and roll the hips up high, right back in, dip down and up. It's like now that the body knows where we're going, can you go a little lower and a little higher? And knock the knees in and out. Knock in and out. Staying strong and focused in your own practice, your moment. Dip down and press up wide, low and high. Knock the knees in, open them out. For 3, 2, last one, stay up and add the little pulses. Pulse the knees back, back, back. 3, 2, 1. Roll the spine down. We got one more set. Imprint, curl, and roll the hips up like you know it now. Dip down and roll back up. Down and up. Go low and high. Really squeeze up and in. Knock the knees towards each other. And then add the dip-de-doo. So there's 2 of each of these shapes. Down and hold up. Pulse 4. Pulse 3. Pulse 2. And 1. Dip down and up. 3, 2. Knock and open. Knock in and put it together. Low down and high. Dip low and high, and pulse and pulse. Beautiful job. Roll the spine down. Hug the knees into the chest and just keep checking in with yourself, making sure you are focused and present. The beautiful thing about us humans is that we are all unique. We all do what we long or desire to do in each moment. So be in the experience you've created for yourself, that you've chosen to show up for. Let's give a little rock and roll through the spine, clearing and cleansing, and then flip on over onto your side body. Clear a little space as you rest down, propping your head up into your hand. Bend the knees, swing your feet back in line with the hips, and connecting the core. We begin to clamshell, lift that top leg up and down. And here, see if at some point, maybe it's the toes, maybe it's the inner arches or the heels, but some point of your foot remains connected. And as the top knee lifts, do your best to be unchanged. What I mean by that is everything is still. At the top, change it up. So now you're flipping the knees to touch and the toes to touch. Do this little dip, knee in and lift, toes touch. Dip, knee in and flip, toes touch. Keep calling in that real sense of inner stillness. Pick up the pace. Challenge yourself to be steady through the core, strong through the body, graceful in the experience. Add a little kick at the leg back. Kick back and in. Kick the leg long on the back diagonal. And keep that glute squeezing and electrified the whole time. Dip down and up now on that diagonal line, low and high. Really dip and lift. The toe is pointed, the leg is elongated, the glutes are squeezing. So you can circle now, really like you're carving out a circle, like you're drawing a circle in the space behind you. Try not to miss any part of it. 4 of those, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg lifted, prop your body up, and then pull the body long and away. It's like you're rolling on the hip that's on the ground. Like someone is pulling and dragging the leg away from you. Now finish on that lengthened shape and lift and lower the leg up and down. Stay in the beat. Be in your rhythm. Oh, feeling that through the glutes. 3, 2, and on the 1, begin to carve those circles out again. Hug your core in so that nothing moves except the leg. And 4, the other way. 3, 2, on the last one, hold and breathe, and then bend that knee in. Give yourself a little love tap. Oh, feeling that. Let's waste no time. Swing on over to the other side. Setting yourself up, prop onto your elbow. Bend the knees. Swing the feet back in line with the hips. Here we go. Up and down. So with these clamshells, it's like you want to resist down and press up over and over. Lots of repetition to get right into the glutes. Stay at the top and do that dip-de-doo with the knees so the knees connect, flip, and toes touch. And this really gets that sense of cleaning out, carving out all of the glute work in and around. As you pick up the pace, stay strong and active and aligned through the core. Notice if you're holding your breath. Really flush that out. Just and then knees knock together so you can stretch the leg back on that gorgeous diagonal, pointing the toes, squeezing through the glutes. So you're cultivating a sense of length. Here's where that elegance comes in. And last one, keep the leg long and toe tap down and up, still on that gorgeous diagonal line. And really imagine it from the elbow to the shoulder to the entire leg, pointing out through the toe like there's this energetic line. Keep that line active as you pull back in the circle. Circle 4. And then circle 4 the other direction. You want the leg in line with the hip, maybe slightly higher. Hold the leg up, prop yourself back up to seated, and then do that rolling over the hip, pulling the leg away like someone is dragging on the leg, gliding it further, almost like you're looking to lengthen it. And then find your lengthened shape and add back in those toe taps. Tap the leg down and up, down and up. 3, 2, feeling this. And on the 1, begin those circles. Only 4, one way, like you're drawing a circle in space. Go 4 the other way. This should feel so good by now. On that last one, hold it, stretch it, and then bend the knee. On top of the other knee, give yourself a little tap out to clear it. And then we just keep moving. Come on up onto your hands and knees, round the spine, tuck chin to chest, and reverse. Like you're clearing the body out, preparing for what's next. Unravel the spine other way. Let's go one more time, round in. And unwind. Tuck the toes, lift the hips high. Do a few clears here, waving from plank to down dog. And then drop to the knees. Another opportunity to stay focused in your experience. Take the leg out to the side. And we're going to lift and lower that leg up and down, just ignoring the wheelbarrow guy. He's cleaning up, doing his thing. We're doing our thing. So there's 8 of these, lift and lower. And on the 8th, hold the leg up nice and high. And open the opposite arm out to the side. Then keep lifting and lowering. Really hugging in through your core here. I mean, this is major. Stay in it. Stay in the breath. Stay in the intensity. Lower that opposite elbow and forearm down. And then we'll bend the leg. Dip it behind the leg. Tap to the floor. Lift through the hip and stretch the leg back out. So there's 4 clear shapes. Long, bend, tap, and lift. Kick the leg. Bend, tap, and lift. And that's what we're looking for here. Moving the leg, moving through the pelvis, all around. So you really get that sense of working all the big, gutsy, strong muscles and those sinewy, supportive muscles all together as one system. Oh, yeah. Feeling this really start to work in the moving leg, yes, but also in the supporting leg. So finish this last one and then keep the knee bent and dip it down, cross it, and lift it back up. So lowering onto both of your forearms and elbows really alleviates any of the pressure from pushing into your wrists. You get to relax the skull, the head, and the neck. I do encourage you to look down. And then keep this movement flowing. And as you get to the highest point on the last one, you want to stay up as high as you can with the glute nice and squeezed. Flex through the heel and pulse. And pulse, little pulses pressing up higher each time. And really go into that visualization. Press, press, lift, and lift. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Push into the hands. Help yourself back up. Stretch the leg long and bend back in. It's kind of like a hamstring curl now. You want to keep the knee lifted in space and just pull and stretch. Bend and lengthen. 4 more. 3, 2, and on the 1, stretch the leg long and lift and lower, keeping the leg lengthened. Tap the toes, barely touch, and then lift the leg as high as you can. Oh yeah, getting into all the little nooks and crannies of the glutes. And at that last one, keep the leg long and add little pulses. Up, up, little pulses. Press it up like you're moving through the hamstring. Oh, and then round the spine, bend knee, curl in like you want to touch knee to nose and stretch back out. Beautiful. 3, 2. Oh, and on the last one, take your time through it. Lower the knee, round through the spine, take a breath, and reverse, roll it on out. Do that again. Like you're clearing the channels, preparing for the other side. Lift the hips up, give a little pedal so you're continuing this beautiful clearing sensation. One wave up onto the toes. Walk the feet up, round the spine. Bend your knees and lift to standing. Inhale on the high. Exhale, swan dive down, lift halfway. Bend the knees, plant your hands, step the knees back. Hands and knees, lengthen the leg out to the side, straight out from the hip, and we go right back in. Lift and lower, up and down. Lots of repetitions so you can tune into rhythm. Keep the alignment clear with your hands and shoulders in one long line, spine long, the ribs and core lifted. And open the arm out to the side. So now you ask the core to work even more as you continue to lift and lower the leg. And do as much as you can today. On that last one, lower the elbow down, forearm down, and bend the knee, tap behind, lift through the hip, and open to the side. Let's do it one more time so you get the shape in you, and then we pick it up. Bend, tap, lift, and kick. Bend the knee, tap behind, lift it up, stretch it out. Embracing this big range of motion. So you want all of the pieces to flow here. The synovial fluid in your physical body now moving through you, really offering up the ability to move with more ease and grace in these shapes. Here comes our wheelbarrow guy back. Checking in with yourself, making sure you are present in this moment. I love these little affirmational reminders. Like, yeah, I'm in this. I'm doing my thing. Well, everyone else is doing their thing. Okay. 4, 3. Getting all those shapes in. 2. And finishing the last one. Beautiful. Bend through the knee. We're going to lower that opposite elbow down. Oh, let's do 2 more of these. There we go. Lower the opposite elbow down and lift the leg up and down. Tap behind and lift. So in this cross behind, you start to feel the inner thigh working, all the composition of the glutes working. But because now we're folded down, working against gravity, you want to keep inspiring the ribs and the core to lift inside yourself. 4 more. Up, higher. 3. Lift it each time a little higher. Beautiful job. And then check in, lift as high as you can, and do this little pulses. So on this side, I point the toe. You get to choose if you want to point or flex, whatever feels really good in your body. That's what you go for. And all of this is explorative. It's you just getting to know yourself a little better today. 3, keep pulsing. 2, and on the 1, hold at the top, push into the hands, lift and lower, lengthen the leg and bend. So you want to keep the knee steady in space and really open the leg and curl it in. Go into visualizing that hamstring, back of the leg. And then keep the leg long and tap down and lift. Squeeze the butt, lengthen out. 4, core lifted. Stay nice and focused right to the end of this sequence. Then the last one, keep the leg long and little pulses like you're moving the entire leg up, lift. Oh, we clear with the rounds, round through the back, touch knee to nose and stretch out. Beautiful job. Go last one. Lower the knee down, tuck the toes, send your hips high, and begin to walk the feet towards your hands, stretching and lengthening all of this work. Press against the shins, lengthen the legs and the spine, and fold in. Round through the back, curl yourself to standing. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Step the feet about hip distance apart, and we'll squat. So it's like you get to put all of that incredible action into use. Dig into your heels, spread through the toes. Fly the arms front and back. And each time you sit, go a little lower. Each time you stand, squeeze deeper. You want to feel a rush of energy now through the body. Oh, that beautiful work. Sit down and low in a squat, and we'll add little pulses. Go pulse and pulse, press and pulse. Dig into the heels, stay low, open arms wide. 4, pulse. 3, press. 2, and on the 1, right back in, stand up and drop. Higher and lower. Really go for the biggest, most vibrant shape you can create today, now, in your body. Stay low in the squat and pulse. Pulse, little presses and pulses. 5, 4, 3. And on the 1, open arms wide, open to the side. Stretch the right leg out. Keep pulsing, pressing into the left heel, left glute. Bend the knees, both back in. Dig, find your balance and center, then go other side, out. Press, keep pulsing into that knee, heel, and glute. Both feet together, press it down. See, stay in the pulses. And stand up tall. So we do these little micro movements, and then we go macro. Stretch the leg out to the side, switch to the other. And really sit the hips back, wide and back. So you find that gorgeous sense of strength, of stabilization. And stay on that first side and go back to the pulses. Pulse, pulse, press, and pulse. Back to center. 4, 3, 2. Other leg out to the side as you press up to stand. 4, 3. Oh, we'll go right back from the top. I see. So stretch the leg and stand up tall. Stretch the leg, stand up tall. Now keep that second leg out to the side and squat. and press, low and high. Oh, now both feet together, down and up, 4, 3. On the 1, sit low, little pulses, and stay in your squat. Circle the arms just like we did at the beginning. Stay in the squat, keep circling the arms up, back, and around. And then stand up tall, bend and dive forward, fold, halfway lift, soften the spine, roll to standing. Repeat that. Inhale, arms fly up. And then bend through the knees and sweep arms over to the right. And try that bend and over to the left. Make this even bigger now. Turn it into a full body circle down, up and around and other way. Excellent work. As you lift, open through the arms, lower them down by the sides, close your eyes. Be in the moment, out of distraction. Feel the body buzz. Feel the vibration. Let this set the tone for your day today. Thank you so much for joining me, for moving into the glutes today.